My name is Samantha, and today I want to talk to you about how to train your dog to behave around children. Now, you want to make sure, obviously, that your dog is leashed all the time, which is why I have a leash in my hand. Sit. I also have a pocket full of treats, so that's why Sadie is doing so well. For starters, you want to start as young as possible. Obviously, that's easier said than done. It's ideal to start with a puppy, but it's not impossible to start with an adult dog, so remember that. The first thing that you want to remember is that these experiences with children all need to be positive, sorry, not popular, positive no matter what. So treats, I have treats here in my pocket, lots of praise. The first thing that you need to make sure is that your dog already has command training, because if something does happen around children, you want to be sure that your dog is going to listen to you. If there's kids coming over to the dog and you want the dog to sit down, or you need the dog to stay put while the kids walk away or something like that, you want to make sure that your dog already listens to you and is already command trained. So you can start with a brand new puppy and get them used to children, but when you actually let the dog have experiences with the children off leash, they're playing things like that, you want to make sure that 100% the dog is, you're comfortable with the fact that the dog is trained in command training. So to start off, whether the dog's a puppy or an adult, you want to give them an experience with kids. If you can take them to a park or a place that kids play, that's the most ideal, because children are different than adults. They behave in different ways, they sound different, they act different, and you want your dog to be exposed to that. A park or a place that kids play is really great because your dog will get used to them screaming, yelling, being loud. Their bodies are kind of out of control, so they'll get used to them running and moving around a lot, and that's really great. Your dog may be a little bit timid at first, but if you can walk to that park daily for a while and give your dog that experience, that's excellent. If not, have either children come into your home. If you know people with kids, you can go there, or bring your dog or bring the kids to your house and have them get some experience around the children. That's the best. Yes, I have more treats. So give the kids treats, let them treat your dog, and when your dog is good around the children, when they greet them gently, when they sit with them, when they're calm around them, that's when you treat them and you praise them. And teach the kids how to give the dogs treats correctly. Giving treats like this is a really good way to get little fingers nipped by mistake, because your dog doesn't realize those little teeny fingers attached to the treat should not be eaten. So teach the kids to give your dog a treat by placing it in the palm of their hand and putting it down for the dog at his level. And then the dog can lick the treat off the hand, and there's no risk of being bitten. So it's important to teach the kids the proper way to interact with the dog as well. You want to teach them not to be rough and things like that. Some dogs, not every dog enjoys being around kids. Some dogs just don't. If that's the case, this leash has a saying on it, but it actually says taking my human for a walk. It's more of a cute leash, but you can buy leashes like this, and you can see the harness that Sadie's wearing here also has writing on it. You can buy harnesses like these that have phrases on them like stay away, keep away, stay back, things like that. If your dog is not friendly with children, it's really highly suggested that you get a leash and a harness that is brightly colored like mine here. You can see that. Come here, Sadie. No, don't chew on it. When we walk, you can see the leash, you can see that it says something, and you need to advocate for your dog. That's very important. If children come over to your dog, ask to pet your dog, come running up to your dog, you need to be very clear in saying, she doesn't like children, so please stay away. No, you're not. Sit. Sadie, sit. The other thing to keep in mind is if you have an older dogs don't always tend to get along well with children. Think about older people. It's the same way. They are more mellow and laid back. They like things quieter. Old dogs are the same. Children are the opposite. They are hyper and active. They are loud. So if you have an older dog, you may want to make sure that they're not around young kids or kids that are unpredictable. Older kids might be okay, where younger kids may not. If you're having a baby and you're watching this video because you want to learn how to teach your dog to be around a baby, you take the same steps and the same way to acclimate your dog with children, but you also want to remember that when you bring a baby or a child, if you're adopting an older child, when you bring that child into your home, don't forget about your dog. Lots of love, lots of praise. Let your dog know when they're doing good things, when they're behaving around children, when they're being gentle, when they're being calm. You want to praise that. When they are, one thing that goes with command training is a greeting, to teach your dog how to greet people without jumping up on them. That's very important, especially with children. So when they meet a child and they don't jump and they're not rough or too active, you want to praise your dog, pet them, love them, and feed them, treats to reiterate that this is what you're looking for. This is the behavior that you want to see. So it's a lot about proper training, but it's also about making sure that your dog isn't overwhelmed and that they're exposed to children and used to that atmosphere. If you have any questions about how to train a dog to behave around children, be sure to email me, Samantha@topdogtips.com. You can jump on our website, you can get on our YouTube channel and subscribe there. Follow us on Facebook and other social media outlets to stay up to date with all my latest videos. I make numerous videos every week and share those, so be sure to subscribe or follow us to stay up to date with that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.